That's gay. If you grew up in the 2000s, you've heard that one a lot. That shirt? Gay. The Da Vinci Code? Gay. Hanging out with your girlfriend? That's so gay. Now, if you've never heard the term, it wasn't used to talk about gay people. It meant stupid. It had nothing to do with sexuality, but saying it wasn't harmless. It normalized homophobia. In my acclaimed series, Colin Harris Presents, I shared my movie Luke and Juke.
You should know we've been watching the same movie for the past 2 weeks!
But I completely skipped over its sequel.
Porn.
And no, not because of my hair.
Sex bomb, yeah, you're a sex bomb.
I skipped it because a major part of the plot is one character making advances on another.
Oh, hey, Kyle.
In fact, I cut out a large chunk of the first Luke and Juke because of these same jokes.
Sometimes when we touch.
The problem was not his failed advances. The problem was that the joke was he was gay. I didn't realize how a joke was used to emasculate, to call someone less than. Watching my videos from high school surprised me.
The scene is gay. That's gay. God, Juke is so gay.
Which is why I'm using this platform, whatever size it may be, to say I'm sorry. To show that words hurt. Now, in 9th grade English, my teacher was Mr. Miller. I called him Miller. Early 20s, new to the school, top 3 favorite teacher I ever had. One day, someone says, "That's gay." A little too loud. It was Drew. I don't care that I'm ratting him out, he was a piece of shit. Miller stopped the whole room and asked, "Do you know what that means?" "What you mean is different than being gay." Miller would go on to explain to the class why that phrase was so offensive. I didn't get why he cared. I was 15. But later, we found out he's gay. Now, I can only imagine this 20-something-year-old new teacher having to walk into a classroom full of freshmen, day in and day out, in 2005. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the bits in Luke and Juke did make me giggle. But watching these tapes recently stings.
I'm Colin Harris. This is Jack. Oh, God. That was gay.
I thought about Miller and how that interaction has still stuck with me 20 years later. Now, I don't know what the current insult in high school is or what it will be when my son's in high school, but I'll take that lesson I learned from Miller and do whatever I can to impart it. So, while Luke and Juke may never see the light of day,
Oh, this thing's dirty.
I am acknowledging that it happened.
Whoops.
It was a sign of the times. The phrase may not have disappeared, we just learned what it says about the person using it. We know the absurdity of that term, so when you hear someone use it now, you immediately write them off.
Good Lord.
Words may be words, but it's what's behind them that's what hurts.